Alright, in this video I'm going to show you guys how I make my killer spawn sacks for the Michigan King Salmon Run. We're going to need floats, and we're also going to be using a couple different colors of these Atlas Mike spawn sacks. These are the smaller ones, but if you want an easier time tying your spawn sacks, you can get the 4-inch mesh. You're also going to need some of this miracle thread, which is just elastic. And you'll need some eggs. This time I'm using two different types. I have a Borax Cure. It's the pautzke balls of fire, and this is the orange. Then I also have a natural salt and brown sugar cure that I've used before for steelhead and stuff, and I think it works really well. They look great. And these were both frozen in the freezer for months, and they'll still catch fish. I'll do a video on how I cure those eggs if you guys want me to as well. Just get these mesh sacks open. Get a few out. We're going to start by tying one because we need to determine the buoyancy. We'll have to determine how many eggs we want to put in there and then how many floats to make sure they float. The whole idea of these sacks is you want them to float enough so that when you have your hook on there, you can float the hook and the leader, but not your weight, so it's pinned off the bottom. It's important to get everything set up before you start working with the eggs because your fingers get nasty quick and it becomes impossible to grab one mesh net at a time. I had a little spill there. These are the floats I use. I like having the different colors so that I can match it. I usually do opposite color of the net I'm using. So if I'm using a pink net like you see there, I'll use the chartreuse floats. We're going for about a quarter size spawn sack. Yeah, those bags are terrible to use. I found these little restaurant sauce cups hold exactly the amount that come in each bag, so that works out nicely. But yeah, we'll do about quarter size spawn sacks, and I think that'll take somewhere between 3 and 4 floats. You could probably do somewhere between 4 and 5 too. That'll be just fine. Had a couple get away from me. Perfect. I'll leave these ones out so I can tie up a couple pink and chartreuse spawn sacks. We're going to be doing the Borax Cure first. These also have a UV cure in it, so they have a bit of an iridescent sheen after they're cured up. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm not really counting eggs right here. You can see there's a couple little pieces of connective tissue and stuff. I'm not really worried about it. A few more eggs. Spread them out. See what it's looking like. Also on this first one, I realize I have 2 nets stacked on top of each other. I mean, that's an accident, but it's not going to matter anyway since this net is purely just going to be used for our buoyancy test. See how many floats we need. I think we'll try 4 on this one. Just get them spread out in there. I don't want that pink one in there, just the chartreuse. Opposite colors. Something just for a little color attractant. Now to actually tie these things, you'll want to grab it by the corners. Try and bring them together, keeping the eggs in the center. And just kind of pinch it all to one central location. Now these eggs are a little tough after you cure them, but they still pop easily enough, so you have to be gentle. So gently work them around, twist the net closed. And then it'll tighten up the rest of the way when we get that elastic on there. So let's grab that magic thread. And I'll grab it with my bottom two fingers, and you want to wrap it 4 times, pull tight, wrap it 4 more times, pull tight, and then I'll wrap it 4 more times and pull tight enough to break it off. There you go. Grab some scissors, trim it up, and that's one spawn sack done. I like to trim that thread too. You really don't need to though. Yep, you can use this technique to tie spawn sacks, for whatever you want. Steelhead, kings. I think it's a little bit of a better presentation for the kings than just chunks of skein, especially in some situations. Let's do our buoyancy test, see how many floats we need. As you can see, it rises right back up perfectly. Look at that beautiful milk coming off that borax cure. Just tons of scent. And that's not just the eggs. When you use that pautzke, you get all sorts of krill and stuff in the water too. Yeah, still just milking out. And check that out. Great scent, and the eggs still look good. This is the natural cure with salt and brown sugar. Still gorgeous eggs. A little bit lighter in color. They almost retain their shape a little better though, I think. So we'll just tie up a couple of these in chartreuse and pink, same thing. Pink beads on chartreuse net and chartreuse beads on the pink net. Yeah, it's not hard stuff, guys. Get yourself some eggs and pick up some Atlas Mike's nets, some floats. Tie up some of these spawn sacks. Go and have a great time on the river or out of the bay or whatever you want to do. Let me know if you want to see any more videos on how to tie up skein rigs or spawn sack rigs or curing eggs or fishing flies or anything. All right, take care, guys.